Hello everybody, I wanted to tell you about the July issue of the Mover magazine, which is absolutely packed with some really good stories, I think, and probably the cover story I hope you'll find interesting, which I think you will, which is about the new US military contract, and it's an interview with Mike Brannigan from Southwark, who's one of the members of the consortium that have won this contract. And I was interested to find out how simply re-awarding the contract to one organisation could improve quality, which is what the whole point of the change was for. So I asked Mike that, and he explained it, and I think it all makes some sense. So please take a look at that. I know there has been a challenge to that contract. That challenge has now been resolved, and so we're back to where we were. So that's just one of the stories. That's our cover story this time. But there's lots of other things in there that I urge you to read. There's one there that is about business interruption insurance. Now that sounds a bit of a dry subject, but of course all our businesses have been interrupted in one way or the other by this COVID virus, and it seems that most of the insurance companies, or many of the insurance companies, are saying that companies are not covered under their business interruption insurance. Well, there is a challenge in the UK High Court at the moment going through as to whether that is acceptable or not, and we're expecting towards the end of this month to get some kind of resolution to that. Now, I'll bring you the results of that as soon as we have them. But if that comes in favour of the insured, then really it looks like people might well have a reasonable cause to go back to their insurance company and say, "Okay, guys, think again." So do keep an eye on that. It's a really important thing, and there is a story about the whole subject in there. It's on. I can't remember which page it's on, but. 42. It's on page 42. So do have a look at that one. Lots of other things. There's an interesting thing there on foreign exchange. Most companies, of course, in the international moving industry are moving money around and paying bills in foreign currencies and so on. And this is a story that's been provided to us by Hawk FX about some of the best ways of doing that, which may not be obvious. They're talking about things like spot contracts and forward contracts and all kinds of stuff that I don't really understand, but they explain it in there. So please do take a look at that. There's an interesting product that's come out of the US called Cube Monk, which is a different way of moving small shipments around in the United States. Have a look at that. It's a sort of a challenge to the van line principle, but it's a high-tech option. And they're talking about spreading it all over the world too. So do have a look at that. So it's called Cube Monk. So just have a look at that one. And what else have we got? Oh yes, now this one. This was something that I thought was really interesting. Everybody's been going on about working from home and how everybody's working from home and how everybody is finding it so easy and how everybody is warm to it and how productivity has gone up and all these wonderful things. And I thought, now this is too good to be true. There's something else going on here. And so I did a bit of investigation to try to find out, looking around the world and talking to people around the world, just how people actually were doing this. And yes, okay, I'm delighted that it's worked for most people, but it isn't perfect. There are pitfalls with it, and the fact that there's something that works during a lockdown situation may well not work in the grand plan of things later on when things ease up. So that was the whole point of the story. I went to a bit of trouble to interview a lot of people about it. So please do have a look at that one. That's a story on page 36. So do have a look at that one. And finally, I was sad that BuzzMove have stopped trading, which is a shame because they provide video survey services, and Of course, that's really is very important right now. And I was intrigued as to know why, how a company like that can have those kind of difficulties at this time particularly. And so I had a chat with Becky Downing, who runs the company, and there's a story in there to explain it. And it all makes sense, but sad anyway, and I'm sorry to see that happen. Anyway, enjoy reading the magazine. There's loads in it this month, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will.